So, hello everyone. It's been I put a video up there last week about what's happening here in the loft. You know, we're just breaking down the nest boxes and the stock sections. I've had quite a lot happen over the last few months. Very good stuff, and you know, very, very positive stuff when it comes to the pigeons. However, just for personal reasons, I'm going to have to disperse with all of my boards. So all of the boards are going to have to go. And when I say all, I mean everything. There'll be an entire clearance sale here. The reason for it is that myself and the family have decided we're going to emigrate. So we're going to have a go moving off. Okay. So I'm hoping, this has just been, the plans are in the motion already, like, so it's just I suppose it's not the last thing to do to get rid of the boards and sell them off, but it's an important thing to do. So I want to be able to do it in my time rather than a rush job when it's time to go, if I end up going. Like, so to be honest with you, a background of explanation, I'm looking at moving probably this time next year. However, I don't need to be stretching myself between the love of pigeon racing and breeding them and trying to organise a family move to a different continent. So I've decided, a very difficult decision to be honest, that I'm going to let all the boards go very soon. And by very soon I mean we're now on roughly the 20th of September. I'm looking at probably the last weekend in October to the second weekend in November, and I will be having a full clearance sale. So all the race boards that have raced, yearlings, 2-year-olds, 3-year-old that's there, all of the young boards I've bred this year. There's roughly about, I think it's about 100 pigeons that are flying out at the moment, just shy of 100 probably, and every single stock board breeders, bar probably about 6 of them, because I'm not the owner of a few of these boards. Somebody else owns in partnership with me, so they have to obviously take a few boards out of the loft. I'm sure you've heard me talking about the guy that was with me all the time when I started this. I've certainly wrote enough about it in my articles. So everything's going, you know. So for the likes of the stock boards, there's the 5 Polish pigeons, direct children of the Polish national winner 2015 from Barcelona. 5 of them, direct children of a 1,000-mile hen. There's, I think, either 8 or 9, I think, direct children of Padfield's Invincible from the House of Arden. As you know, those pigeons are quite expensive. They're £450 to £500 each for those boards. There's actually a daughter out of the Cass from the House of Arden here, and they're £750 each, so very, very expensive boards. There is the Musgrove pigeons. So there's the boards here out of the 5 times Barcelona hen, the 3 times Barcelona hen. There's double grandchildren of Musgrove Addiction, twice Barcelona, and Musgrove Obsession, I think it was, or Insight, sorry, both of them having flown Barcelona. I have a pair of Dave Delay boards, a half brother to the 25 BICC national winner of Barcelona, and a daughter of Dave's second pigeon. I have a couple of John Halstead's boards. I have, what else is there? There are some Marco Wilson pigeons here that I've bred, so that those boards, there's a couple of 2-year-olds, there's certainly a few yearlings, and there's definitely some young boards out of those boards. Those have to go to somebody else because they're obviously they were here on loan. Yeah, so I've quite a lot there out of these boards. They're all bred for distance, and I mean out and out distance. There's the Jim Donaldson pigeons that are there. I actually have to contact Jim and make sure it's okay with him, and if Jim wants the boards back or wants them to go somewhere else, that's what'll happen. Yeah, so that's it. That's pretty much where we are. So unfortunately, with a sad heart, I have to let the boards go. and I'll plan for the best and the worst. You know, the best case scenario being that everything goes to plan. We all know how things can change in the space of a year. So we're planning to move. That's the long and the short of it. But you know, you have to go through the processes of visas and all of this. Like so, there can be snags along the way. Worst case scenario, you know, I don't end up going anywhere. But I can't look at that for now. Right now, I have to focus on the family. You know, so they're first and paramount, first and foremost, all the way. So. So that there's going to be a complete dispersal sale here, complete, and I will worry about pigeons in whatever country I'm in the next 2 years or 3 years. But until then, with this plan of moving countries, I'm going to have to disperse with everything. So that's what's going to happen. So keep a watch on this space. I'll be uploading pictures, videos, and a few other things over the next few weeks with regards to stock boards that are going. Obviously there'll be direct children off all the stock boards in the sale. And yeah, that's where I am. That's where we're going to go from here. Obviously the stock boards are quite a heavy molt at the moment, so the pictures that I do probably will be older pictures just to show you what they are. You know, because we all know what boards are going through. They're in a very, very heavy mode. They're closed all the nest boxes up and they're literally falling asunder. So I'd say within the next 2 or 3 weeks they should be okay. Start putting up pictures again, with 2 weeks anyway. So the end of September, maybe a little after that, early October, I'll start putting the videos up, small, short clips of them, you know, so people get to see them. So I'm in the process of organising everything for that at the moment. I'm building the pedigrees for the youngsters that are here at the moment that will be sold off as well. So that's my news. I wish it was better news. It's an exciting time for me. It's also a very sad time for me because it'll be the first time in my life that I've actually gotten rid of pigeons out of the yard, completely gone. So it's a very sad thing for me as well. I will always raise pigeons wherever I sell. You know, I will get back into pigeons again, whether it be where I intend to go or whether it be back here in a few years if it doesn't work out. That's exactly what I'll be doing. And if it's here, I'll be on the road to Barcelona again, and if it's elsewhere, I'll still be pushing distance racing wherever it is. Okay, so have a nice evening. Keep me in your mind, and if you're into distance racing, there's going to be some cracking stock boards of mine up for sale in the very, very near future. Okay, have a nice evening.